Welcome to my lecture on the personal perspective essay, sometimes referred to as the personal position paper. You're going to learn what the personal perspective is, the components, how to get there, concerns about the audience, basic formatting, and examining some samples. A personal perspective is a piece that examines a topic using the lens of your own personal thoughts and ideas. In newspapers, these are sometimes called opinion pieces. However, with the rise of the internet, the personal perspective paper has taken on a whole new life. There are now literary magazines that seek out quality written personal positions for their readers. Don't believe me? When's the last time you clicked on a piece of clickbait on social media because it shared your opinion on something in the description? Now, that piece might not have been as quality as you would have hoped for. The goal with this lesson is to help you learn how to construct a quality personal position that is well researched. After all, if you decide that you do want to seek publication somewhere, you want to put only your best foot forward. Do you have to seek publication? No, you don't. But if you write with an authentic audience or a specific magazine in mind, who's to stop you from taking what you've done on this assignment and submitting it to an online publication? There are some key components you will need for this paper. They include your introduction, your thesis statement with a strong stance on your topic, anywhere from 4 to 7 points that support your thesis statement, and your conclusion to wrap everything up nice and neat for your reader. To get to that final product, you must first start by carving out your turf, your stance, your personal take on this topic. The real goal is to help your reader understand your point of view. We aren't persuading anyone. That's another type of writing. No, with this one, you want your reader to connect with your reasoning and your purpose. How do you do this? With your unique writing voice. I have seen some truly spectacular pieces from this assignment. I had one student who connected her childhood with the magic of the night sky and the beauty of the lightning bugs in her rural community. The imagery she used was so spectacular that I can still see the sights and still think about her paper. What was her personal perspective about? Light pollution. She wanted her reader to understand that light pollution had made this magical childhood a thing of the past. How did she accomplish this? She used examples, personal examples, combined with specific details and research that supported her stance. It's all about captivating your audience as you inform them. Speaking of captivating your audience, this type of writing has a heavy focus on understanding your audience. You want to make your reader sympathetic to your viewpoint. In order to do this, you need to connect your opinion to a related opinion that your readers might have. You will have to anticipate what your readers need to know and what they might already know. A key item to remember with this form of writing is that people like to read about other people. They want that human connection. As such, this is where you can use personal stories, either yours or someone else's, to bring your facts to life. Find the hyperlinks to the sample personal perspective pieces. These pieces use a combination of personal story and sources to draw their readers in. Try examining these samples to see what was done well and what worked on you as a reader. See if you can identify some of the components from the previous slide. Now that you've looked at someone else's piece, it's important for you to understand how to construct your own. For starters, you need an introduction. For this genre of writing, the introduction usually has an element of human drama to grab the reader's attention. This is followed by the body paragraphs, which we'll cover on the next slide. And finally, you construct your conclusion. The conclusion for the personal position will usually reveal the purpose of the piece, what drove you to write this piece in the first place. It's usually thought-provoking and ties back in some way to the human drama element from your introduction. The interesting thing about the conclusion for this type of writing is that it can end up being more than one paragraph because it's meant to leave your reader thinking. I've seen as many as 3 paragraphs for the conclusion alone. However, for shorter pieces, it's normally just 1 to 2 paragraphs. I want to touch briefly on the basic outline. For some of you, this will be a recap. For others, this might be new information. The basic outline is an organizational tool that you can use for the body paragraphs of your paper. The basic steps of the outline include having a main idea that supports your thesis. Under this main idea, you will have a fact, data, or statistic that supports that main idea. This is followed by the author's elaboration and explanation of how that fact, data, or statistic supports the main idea. You keep generating these ideas and supports as you need until you have enough to craft your paper. I hope that you found this helpful on the personal position essay. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to your instructor using the inbox feature or the email feature in the learning management system. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you on the flip side.